Alright, so today we're going to be doing question 67, add binary on LeetCode. So the question is pretty straightforward. It's just saying given two binary strings A and B, return their sum as a binary string. So looking at example 1, we're given two values within the parameter for the add binary method, A being equal to 11 and B equal to 1, and the output is 100. So for people who don't necessarily know anything about like binary strings and how we get two numbers, one being 11 and one being 1, and then getting a crazy number like 100, what's ultimately happening is we are converting these numbers like 11 and 1 into binary numbers and then adding them. And the way we do that, for example, is 11, right? Over here. 11 consists of two numbers, 1 and 1. So because you have 1 and 1, what you're going to do is this is a tongue twister, one of the ones, right, is in two places, right? They're the two values within 11. If you think about decimal wise, you have like the 10th and 100th space, right? And because it's in the second space, what you're going to do is 1 times 2 is going to equal 2. And then you have this number, which is the first number within the iteration of these two numbers combined. It's, like I mentioned, first, so 1 times 1 because it's in the first spot, and that's going to equal 1. And then we just add these values together. So this is going to equal to 3 because 2 plus 1 equals 3, right? And then the same thing happens. So this is just 1. So it literally, if we're just doing 1, right, there's only one valued 1. So 1 times 1 equals 1, right? And there you go. So overall, your answer should be 4 because you have 3 and you have 1, and you add 3 plus 1. Your total equals 4, right? Hopefully that was a little bit easy to explain. We don't necessarily need to know the overall mathematical operation of doing this because thankfully Python has built-in methods to help with these mathematical operations, so we don't have to go and do all of this ourselves. So how is that going to look like? Well, we need to first return the sum of the binary strings, and we're given 2. So we need the sum of 2. We need to add them. So we need to convert A and B into binary strings and add them together, right? To get some. So we need to convert these to binary strings, and the way we can do that is by using a pre-made method called int, right? So what we're going to do is just create two variables, int A and int B, right? Because remember, we need two of them. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to run in the method int and pass in A and then 2. Vice versa, B and 2. Beautiful. So now as we have this, right, this is the pre-made function that's going to allow us to get the binary string, right? So now it converts it due to this method, right? And because we have that, remember, we need the sum. So if we need the sum, then we are going to we're just going to add them. So we can just make a function or a method, or a variable called add, right? And just add both of these values. There you go, right? So now add is going to be equal to binary strings of int A and B, right? And if that's the case, then all we need to do now is just return, right? So just return, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use another method. In this case, instead of int, we're going to use called bin, right? So we're going to do bin here. We're going to pass an add, and this should give us the number we're looking for. However, when working with this binary method, in particular bin, what it's going to do is you're going to get your answer. Let's say your answer is 100 for the 11 1. This is your output. It's going to add in two values in front of it, right? These two values being 0b And it does this to kind of just let the code know, hey, like this is a binary number. We do not want the 0b. We just want the 100. So a really quick way we could do that is just by slicing like this. So because we are starting 2 numbers ahead and then continuing, 2 numbers are 0 and b. So just remove that, and you should just get 100. It's pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. Let's give this a run and make sure we pass all our test cases. And there you go. Beautiful. So you see the binary overall, the way of getting these numbers and the idea of understanding what a binary string is, what a binary number is. It's a little bit confusing, but it's okay, because to take away from this problem, there are pre-made methods within Python that kind of allow us to figure these questions out and allow us to kind of focus more on the coding aspect than the overall understanding, despite it being very important to know both. This is basically converting into a binary string, and the bin converts it into a binary number, and we are adding these values together to kind of get the sum. And we do the slicing because we do not want the values that come with the binary number method, which would be 0b. So we slice, so we just get the number.